viewers to ABU TAP TV. My name is Umuna Oyedikachi Kingsley, and here with me in the studio are my fellow discussants.
I am Tyrat Sleiman.
I'm Treasure Omidi.
My name is Gift.
Okay, today we'll be discussing on the topic developing a growth mindset as a student in university. I want to ask, what do you believe developing a growth mindset as a student means?
For me, developing a growth mindset in the university as a student is very important because you are entering the university system. You won't be the same person you have before and after you enter university. So you have to have the mindset and the ability to be able to overcome the challenges that come with being a student. And then this mindset has to do, and the growth has to do with the way you are able to, thrive and able to outcome these challenges that the school is, giving you or slapping you with.
Treasure, what do you believe developing a growth mindset
Okay,
as a
so
student?
basically, as a student, developing a growth mindset is setting a big goal and then trying to achieve it, being positive. You get being positive, despite the challenges you face. Your mind should be that I can get to the top. You get,
Yes.
and the challenges should. I want we have to see it that we should see it in the way that these challenges helps us to get to the top. That's it. Yeah.
Well, as my fellow discussants have said, it's the ability to believe in yourself through dedication, hard work, believing throughout consistent, hardworking, you doing this. All it takes for you to be great, all it takes for you to grow,
Yeah.
you have to indulge in everything. So
I also believe that the term developing a growth mindset
Yes.
means someone saying to themselves, I
can
want
do
to
it.
do this,
Sure.
and
I can do it.
I can do it, and this is the process
In achieving whatever
I'll
it
take
is
to
that
achieve what I want to
Yeah.
achieve.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's just simply the push and the drive that a person has in achieving his goal. You
Yes.
understand?
and it entails you being positive about it. Whatever it is you want to do, you have to be positive about it.
Yes,
Of course,
yes.
positivity.
Positivity is one thing. As a student, there are a lot of the idea of developing a growth mindset is vast.
It is.
You, as a student, you have the spiritual section, the academic section, there's the financial section,
Very
there's the
important.
personal,
Yeah.
the personal, like developing as a person.
Yeah.
Like this is simply you moving from who you used to be to who you want to be. So
Something new.
what do you feel are the challenges people face in advancing from where they are to where they want to get to?
For me, is the ability to be able to push from one goal to the other. Because as a student, and especially us that we are studying theatre and performing arts, we tend to face some kind of challenges that sometimes we even break down during the process. But then the ability for us to be able to push through and to overcome these challenges is really what matters. Imagine this first semester that we just finished now. I have a business of my own, and to be very honest, for the past 3, 4, 5 months, I've not been able to do anything about it because of the busy activity that we have. But then my goal and my mindset already is to finish this semester, and then once I'm done, I'll be able to go back to my business, re-strategize, and then try and do something new to be able to gather my audience back together. But then, what is my mindset? To finish the semester and just focus on what I have to do. Then, once I'm done, I'll be able to go back to my business to be able to push through.
What about you, Treasure? What do you believe limits the idea of growth mindset?
Okay. I think one of the things that limits it is you not believing in yourself. Someone, for example, that has a temperament, phlegmatic, for example, is phlegmatic.
Okay.
So now, a phlegmatic person believes that there are some things. Okay, now let me use myself as an example. I'm a phlegmatic person. That's one of my temperaments.
Okay.
And then, it's a phlegmatic person is shy, like they are too soft and all of that. And then it's going to be very difficult, for example, in the theater now, to be able to adapt to the system, being a phlegmatic. But when you tell yourself, I can do this, I am a king and I will achieve.
It's motivating. That's self-motivation.
Yeah.
That's self-motivation.
Okay.
So
Trust it.
that's it.
Okay, do you have anything to add?
First of all, God knows this life in general is a challenge.
See,
Yeah.
You as a student, it's a very big one challenge. So you overcoming this, you have to accept these challenges and you have to find a way out of it.
Yeah.
You don't limit yourself to the challenges.
yeah.
You have to try, do what it takes for you to grow, for you to grow in everything. You have to grow.
Like you said before, you said earlier, you said it's about being positive. Like I believe negativity is one of the main reasons why people still remain at the points where they are.
I mean, sometimes, when some people go through some challenges or when they fail at something, they just remain stagnant and they don't want to push for that because of the fact that they failed, so they don't really have any reason to want to push for that. But then now the question is going to be, or the question is going to be how you are able to pull yourself out of these challenges and overcome them. Try as much as possible to motivate yourself in whatever you do. I am good. Even sometimes when I cook and I taste the food and I realize that this food is not sweet. And yes, one thing again is always surround yourself with people that will motivate you and always keep you going. Because sometimes when I cook and I taste it and I realize that it's not really delicious or it's not suiting my taste, but I have my sister with me. I give her to taste, and even though she might think the same thing, sometimes our word will just be like a word of encouragement. It's just, don't worry, it is nice, Joyce. Don't worry, all those kind of things you did good today. It is nice, don't worry. Or sometimes the comments you get from your customers or audience sometimes push you to even want to go for that and do something else.
Okay, let's use ourselves as case studies.
Okay.
Yeah, this department we find ourselves in, that we applied and we are in theatre and performing art at Ahmadu University, Zaria. How have we been able to transform ourselves from the way we came in 100 level to the point we are now? What are those steps you took to build yourself to this point? Like, okay, I believe all of us here have our side hustles.
Yes,
Yeah. So how were we able to build on our side hustles and academically build on our grades? What were those steps? What are those bold steps we took? Yeah.
One thing first. In this life, you have to step out of your comfort zone. For you to achieve anything, step out of your comfort zone. You achieve these things, no matter the challenges, no matter what you are facing in theatre and performing arts. There are pupils, there are lecturers as a case study. They've done this and you became successful from it. So we have to use this as our motivation. Look at those people that have come out of this situation. You have to look at them.
Yes.
Ask them if it's possible for us to ask them questions.
Yes.
How did you do this? How did you do this? So this thing is just, you have to see it as a normal thing for you to grow. You have to face all these things.
I agree with you, and I also feel recognizing your goal and your aim at first. Lay these goals down, think about them. What kind of person are you, and how you can able to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. I am a kind of person that don't like stress at all. So what I need to do, nobody likes stress, of course. But then what I need to do is look at my timetable, look at my activities, try and fix these activities in places that I know that, or try and fix it in a way that I know that I am going to be comfortable with, and then try to practice this timetable that I've set down and follow the rules that I've set down. And also one thing that I notice that people don't know how to do is probably follow rules or to live in the existing world that they've laid down for themselves to follow. So in as much as everything comes with a challenge, I believe what we should try and do is just to stay focused and try as much as possible to follow our words so that we can be able to achieve something good.
The thing is that it is just so sad how people easily give up.
I mean, people of nowadays.
A little bad review, a little bad word. Like you come into the university and let's not even get to the university already. Okay. You are good in secondary school, academically, yeah. Mm-hmm. So you wrote your JAM, and your JAM score was now, let's say 190, and you were around top 5 in your secondary school. Because of that 190, you just felt like
I'm not good again.
Your everything has crashed. You have killed your self-esteem and your will to keep going. It's all about the thing I understand about this growth mindset is figuring out what the problem is.
Yes,
And
trying to
working on it.
Work on
Yeah.
it, because if you don't,
If you see that you got 190 in JAM, or let's say you got 200 and you didn't make up to your cutoff mark and you're going the next year to write again, find out what you did wrong and what you failed to do. It's just like, let's take example, the iPhone company. They have series of iPhone. What they do is they learn from their mistakes and they improve. That is the growth mindset. They are growing, they are improving, they are advancing. Yeah, a lot of people just, once they just tell them like, this thing you did is bad, or you did this thing wrongly, or what you did is, permit me to say, what you did is trash. Their whole self-esteem and their will
like,
to
oh
keep
my
pushing
God, you
is
said
gone.
I'm bad, you said my product is not good, okay, so I'm not going to do anything again.
It is not how far, but how well. You get. There are people that scored 300 in JAM, but their GP is 1 point something.
True.
And then people that got 100 and something, their GP they are in 4 points. And some of them come out with first class. You get. So the thing is, just keep working.
And prayers.
What went wrong? Scoring 300 in JAM as instead of you advancing,
you self that's passing through challenge, you have advantage more because it will build you more. You get.
What we
For
should.
example, like if scoring 300 in your JAM, then you get into university, maybe 1 point something. You cannot judge when you're in secondary school.
Yeah.
So university days.
Sure.
Peer pressure, day, university.
A lot of
This
people
parent thing is the most common thing.
in the university.
You that you are focused. You are focused, like you are a focused person. You get into the university setting, you see life. Something that you are not seeing when you are interpreting. But you having what's it called? You be on your own analysis, everything.
See, that's where the growth mindset comes in now. That's when you have to look at and be like, okay, this is the cause of my problem at this point. What do I do to solve it? You understand? You can't just say the situation in secondary school and university is different, so therefore I will leave it as it is. It doesn't work unless you just want to be the way you are and just go like that down the drain.
When you don't face challenges, you'll be comfortable with where you are.
True.
And it will not make you push.
Hard
You
to
get
even get to where
these
you want to
challenges.
get
To me, this is what makes someone get to the top. You
Yes.
get when you are relaxed. You understand? When you are relaxed, people are okay. You are good in this, and then people are hailing you. You can do this, and you need to do more because you can't be perfect. Do you understand? You can't be perfect.
And I think one thing again, sorry for cutting. One
Yeah.
thing we should do is focus on the process instead of the outcome. I mean, we Gen Zs nowadays do not really want to focus on the process. We just want the outcome, make money, go do this. What about the process to get in there? What happens to the process of the failing, the criticism, the lashing, and all that? How are we able to, to overcome all these failures or all these challenges that are hitting on left and right? Because imagine now, we want to write an exam and then you did not follow the process of reading, going for tutorials, and at the end of the day you fail. Or at the end of the day you can carry expo and then they catch you and then you fail. What did you give? So sometimes you need to follow the process, to have a very good and successful outcome.
What are those processes? What is the process?
While trying to grow, while trying to develop your growth, there comes challenges. You have to embrace these challenges and see it as a stepping stone. So how to grow.
Yes.
When you see this challenge, you to challenge it back.
challenge.
Yeah.
And then in growing too, you have to take risk.
Yeah.
You have to do things that is like almost. You be like, can I do this thing? But you have to try doing it. You have to do it for you to grow.
Yes,
You
you
have
have
to do all these things for you to grow. So these are just the things. These are just some of the process for you to do.
But yeah, I feel one of the processes is knowing who you are. Know yourself, know what you can do, know your limitation, know your weaknesses, outline all these things, and then try to, work yourself or fix yourself into a better position that that you can be able to, be successful at, or you can easily, you can easily outcome during these challenges that later face you.
Yes. See, knowing who you are positively.
That is something.
There are some people that you know everybody is literally telling you are doing this thing wrong. But you said, I know myself, this is how I am, and so you cannot change me.
This is how I do my thing.
This is how I do my
That's
thing.
their mindset.
You are not willing to open up your mind, take corrections, and improve, and get better.
Also, learn how to take corrections.
That's
one of the
one of
that's one of the-
and embrace correction.
Embrace-
People will talk.
People will definitely talk, but
Of course,
pick
whether you like it or
the
not.
corrections inside those talks, and work on yourself.
Work on yourself.
Like-
outline your goals. Learn how to take challenges. Focus on the process and not the outcome.
Yeah, I feel one of the things that slow down or that break people down, that kills people morale, that makes them not build this mindset of I want to grow, is the fact that they have nobody backing them. They have
And
nobody
then low
encouraging them.
self-esteem.
Yeah.
We should also learn and try to build our self-esteem in order to, overcome anything that anybody will say to you. Because sometimes when, like me, for an example, I had a very bad low self-esteem at one period of time. So any small thing you say to me, get to me fast. If you insult me, I will cry. If you beat me, I will cry. If you say anything about me, I will cry. But over the time, and when I entered university, I do not let this thing get to me. Why? Because I've watched videos on how to, control yourself, how to, motivate yourself. So you tend to motivate yourself, tend to learn, tend to embrace even this insult. Try as much as possible to embrace them and not make your the person doing the insult to know that yes, you are getting attacked because of the words or anything.
What are the advices you could give to our viewers right now to help them develop this growth mindset as students in a tertiary institution?
Well, for me, first of all, after you taking all the positive ways, celebrate your efforts.
Yeah.
Celebrate your
Celebrate my effort.
Celebrate your effort because nobody will do that for you. Nobody will do that for you. As for me, please try as much as possible to recognize your goals. Try as much as possible to push through, learn, and take advices. Take advice from people. Take correction. Don't feel like you're the bigger person. Try as much as possible to accommodate, learn, relearn, and try as much as possible to fix yourself to be better.
And then, my own advice is this: set big goals for yourself.
Yeah.
You can achieve everything you want to achieve because you are a king. The thing is, when you set these goals, and then you have to be positive. You have to be positive in achieving it. There is nothing. If other people can do it, we all can do it.
Yes,
so
we can.
let's be positive. Yeah.
So there you have it, viewers. You need to be positive. You need to believe in yourself. You need to celebrate yourself first. You need to push yourself to overcome each and every obstacle set in your way. Figure out what the problem is, work on it, and become a better person.
Yes.
So there you have it. We have come to the end of the show. My name is Umuna Ojkachi Kingsley, and this is ABU THAP TV. Please, thank you to our technical crew, our coordinator, and everybody behind the scene. We'll see you next time.